Hello, Broccoli Jaws is back, and today I'll be teaching you how to solve the quadratic equation. And like last video, I'm probably going to stutter a lot. So normally the quadratic equation, this is not the quadratic equation. This is just something I'm going to solve later. It's normally for students year 9 or year 10 and probably only found in GCSE papers. This question was found in the higher school 2022 13 plus scholarship examination, so I'm not surprised that this came up. Now it looks like just any old solve the equation, but it's got the quadratic equation hidden inside it. So today I'll teach you how to solve it, and let's get into it. So we need to get rid of this fraction on the right. So we can multiply both sides by 4, so we can get 4 thirds multiplied by 2, take away x squared, is equivalent to 27. Now this is all very straightforward if you know your year 8 or 9 basics. Now we want to get rid of this fraction right here, so we're going to multiply both sides by 4 over 3. So this gives us 2 take away x squared equals 36. Now if you don't understand what I just did, multiplying both sides by 4 thirds is like what you learn in primary school. A fraction is basically divide by the denominator, multiply by the numerator. This sort of stuff you learn in primary and you basically never learn again. Now, what we can do to 27 is we can divide it by 3 to get 9 and multiply it by 4 to get 36, like the fraction. So what we can do now is we're going to expand the double brackets, so like this. And now we can multiply out the brackets if you know your year 8, 9 basics. So that would be multiplying x by x, negative x by negative x, giving us positive x. So that'll be x squared right here. Now we have 2 multiplied by negative x. That would be negative 2x. So now we have 2 of them. It's going to be negative 4x. Now we got our last one, 2 multiplied by 2 is going to be 4. If you don't understand it, then stay till the end of the video and I'll explain how I did that. Now, this is your typical quadratic equation. Now, how we're going to solve this, of course, we need to quadratic formula. So I'm going to write the quadratic formula over here for reference. Okay, now this is the quadratic equation. You probably will recognize this if you have done your year 8 or year 9 stuff. Now, we're going to have a look at our quadratic equation. And so our quadratic equation normally looks like this. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now, we can compare this to our equation that we got here, and we know that this has a coefficient 1. So now we can go back to quadratic formula, and we can plug in all the formulas, plug in all of the numbers, substitute, there we go, to get this. X is equivalent to, negative b is going to be, b is negative 4, so negative b is going to be positive 4, because 2 negatives make a positive. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. So 4 plus or minus the square root of, here we have b squared, negative 4 squared is also positive. positive 16. Take away 4a, which is 1, and c is 4. Now here, I'm pretty sure everyone can recognize that everything in this square root is equivalent to 0. So, but we're not going to get there yet because we haven't finished the formula yet. So 2a is basically 2 times 1, which is 2. Now this is all very straightforward from here on because everything in this square root comes to 0 because 16 and 4 times 4 times 1 is 16. 16 take away 16 is 0. And the square root of 0 is 0, obviously. So if you add or minus 0 to any number, you always get the same number. So here, it being plus or minus doesn't matter. So it's just still 4. So we have 4 on the top, 2 stays on the bottom. And of course, this is very straightforward. X is 2. Now, I also told you that I'm going to show you how to expand double brackets. Here, I'll show you as clearly as I can. So, expanding double brackets basically means doing this. I'm going to write it right here. So, it's basically y plus x multiplied by y plus x. Sorry. Now, what we basically do here, we multiply everything in the first bracket by the second bracket. So we can first do y multiplied by y, we can do y multiplied by x, and then we can do x multiplied by y, and then x multiplied by x. So if we use real numbers, like we have in here, then we can draw a grid. So, and so here we have 2 and negative x. And also another 2 and negative x. If your two brackets have different numbers in them, then they're all going to be different numbers. So what we're going to do here, we're going to multiply, we're going to use this as like a multiplication grid. So 2 times 2 is 4. Negative x multiplied by negative x is going to positive x squared. 2 multiplied by negative x is going to be, negative 2x. And of course 2 multiplied by another negative x is going to be negative 2x again. Now using all these numbers, you can put them together. I'm running out of space here. Put them together. So do x squared from here. And we've got 2 of these negative 2x's. So put them together. We have negative 4x. And we have our 4 here, plus 4. So that's how we got to this stage. Of course, in the quadratic formula, we need the coefficient for a. So this is going to be 1. Thank you, and that's how you solve the quadratic equation. Hopefully this helps, and this will be the end of the video. Bye.